After National Unity Day celebrations, the machinery of economic sovereignty is moving forward. Through recent presidential decrees on strategic financing and bold updates to our industrial trade policy, the head of state continues to define the boundaries of Cameroon's economic emergence under the National Development Strategy NDS 30. Today, we send an unvarnished message to our national exporters and the millions of Cameroonians eagerly awaiting tangible structural transformation. Let's look at the facts. On April 28, 2026, the Minister of Forestry and Wildlife expanded the list of 3 species strictly banned from export as raw logs from 76 to 91. To our exporters, the message from the Unity Palace is crystal clear. The era of shipping away our raw wealth in its unrefined form is rapidly coming to an end. The regional CEMAC deadline for a total log export ban in 2028 is no longer a distant date. It is a looming economic reality. For decades, we exported logs and in return imported unemployment. But data from the National Institute of Statistics reveal the paradigm is finally breaking. In 2025, raw log exports dropped to a 5-year low of 350,000 metric tons, driven by a massive 75% state export duty. However, banning raw log is the easy part. The real test is whether Cameroon can process the wood at home. To make local processing viable, the government has set aside 224 hectares of specialized industrial zones in the East region, alongside the massive 4,000-hectare Kribi Port industrial zone launched this past February. This brings us to the second major executive action. When our national refinery champion, Sonara, needed urgent funding to secure energy supply chains, President Paul Biya signed Decree number 2026/187 on May 11, 2026, authorizing an innovative Islamic Murabaha financing agreement for oil imports. It shows a clear willingness to bypass traditional financial bottlenecks, honoring IMF commitments while keeping our factories running. Economic independence is a steep climb, requiring a shift from a rent economy to a value-added economy. The presidential directives have set the track. Raw logs are staying home and alternative financing is secured. Now the ball is in the private sector's court. Transformation is no longer a slogan, it is the law of the land.